Hello and welcome back to the excavation of Hobbs Barrow. And we are at Mr. Paul... What's his name? Paulwick's? Plywick's. God damn it, I forgot his name. But we are at this Lord's manor. Or house. So let's see if we can get a... So let's see if he's home. And maybe have some more information to tell us. Oh, they have sheep.
How very bucolic.
It looks pretty.
Where is Lord Panswyk?
Sorry, Mum. I can't talk. Miss Fenchurch is ever so mad at me.
Well, I guess you didn't specify what kind of milk you needed. That's on me. Ooh, a large flower.
Some fine-looking flowers.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can talk to Mrs. Fenchurch.
Hello there.
Bugger off, you whelp. This is private land.
Oh, wait. Well. Okay then.
It's a symbol of some kind. A moon, perhaps?
Wait. Shoulder also had a moon above his door. Well. Do we have something that she might possibly be interested in? It'll
I'm not sure they would be interested.
most likely not. I'm not gonna leave now, though.
I don't wish to give that away.
Of course not.
I was wondering if it might be possible to speak with Lord Panswyk.
Are you deaf, girl?
No.
Don't make me fetch the guards. They're armed, you know.
They're armed? Well, we have been warned about this.
By Christ, you're like a dog with a bone. Do you want to get yourself shot?
I can assure you the only things getting shot around here are the pheasant. And
Good.
perhaps the odd grouse. Greetings, my lady. Lord James Panswyk, at your disposal.
You're Lord Panswyk?
As I live and breathe.
You could have told me that before.
What is life without mystery, Miss Bateman? A predictable stagger to the grave?
I was imagining someone...
Much older and far less handsome?
Yes, to be frank.
Maybe.
See? I can read your mind,
Or
my dear.
angry.
Now, may I
Secluded
ask,
person.
what brings you to my manor?
I wanted to ask if I could borrow some of your labourers.
Oh, for what purpose?
I intend to excavate Hobbs Barrow tomorrow, and I'm in need of some assistance.
An excavation? How very delightful. We're in the middle of our own works right this minute. Follow me, Miss Bateman.
Oh.
Come along. I promise I don't bite.
Or shoot, I presume. Oh.
For generations, this chapel was a place of unique devotion.
Unique devotion.
This was until some of my more ungrateful ancestors forgot him and abandoned it.
Why did they abandon it?
Men of great wealth and power can grow so comfortable that they forget they still need the divine. The sacrifices required to maintain such a relationship were no longer being made. The chapel soon turned to rubble, and with time, even the villagers forgot him. His influence endured, but only with the isolated few who lived on the very fringes of these moors. Believe it or not, my family's fortunes have dwindled ever since. Since I succeeded my father, it has become my life's work to restore this place of worship. With this sacred place rebuilt, he shall be venerated once more, and the name Panswyk shall be uttered again across all of England. He guided the hands of my ancestors. Now it is time for him to guide us. Bewley is a godless place.
Have you forgotten about St. Edmund's? Father Roach might disagree.
Yeah.
I shall bring him back to these lands, and this chapel shall be his seat once again.
Who's him?
A new world.
But it seems like you wish to bring back the past.
From out of the old world shall come the new. A greater truth. But I digress. Horace, my dear fellow.
Aye, your lordship.
This fair lady here is in need of some assistance. Would you and your chaps be up for a spot of digging at Hobbs Barrow tomorrow?
Hobbs Barrow? Aye, your lordship, 'tis no bother.
Good man. You're in luck, my dear. These are my finest, and they're all yours.
And
Thank
they're probably all
you.
going to
I am
die.
grateful.
On one condition.
Yes?
I've heard wonders about Mary de Plancy's Bakewell puddings. I'd rather like to try them for myself.
Your lordship, you're giving me the help of your men in exchange for cakes.
Yes.
But
Farewell, my beauty.
What?
wait!
I don't have money for cake. Oh, god damn it. How I didn't get any money. How am I gonna get cake? At least
They
we
have
know-
some decent equipment here. It will be more
Where's
than
his name?
useful for the excavation. They have some... Is his lordship joking about the Bakewell puddings?
No, miss. His lordship is a man of folly.
How ridiculous!
He treats you all right if you do what he asks.
I can imagine. Anything else we can do here?
Please let us get on with our toil. If you do as his lordship requests, we'll help you tomorrow.
I apologize. Let's go. So, how do we get...
Good day.
Oh, another strumpet looking to find her way into his lordship's bedchambers, I see.
No.
I'm nothing of the sort.
I've seen plenty of your sort before.
Rude.
Thank you for bringing me here, Miss Tompkins.
You're welcome, ma'am.
Right, I think... I wonder what's up with these large flowers. I don't think we can cut them.
I could
can
just
we?
pick this up. Some fine-looking...
But you're not. Okay. Maybe we don't need them. At least we know we can go that way now. So, now comes the question of the baked goods. How are we going to pay for that? Not currently having any baking or puddings available, but maybe we could just ask her.
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. de Plancy.
Right. Maybe we never asked her about the stones. Maybe we could see if she knows anything.
What do you make of these stones?
They are not Christian. I'm certain of that.
I agree. Much older, I feel.
Older than Christianity? Oh, the youth of today.
Okay, well...
Do you still have some of your homemade Bakewell puddings, Mrs. de Plancy?
Oh, you're too late, pet. I've a few left, but they're set aside for someone else.
I see.
Might you please be able to bake me some more?
Sorry, I'm not in the mood for baking. Truth be told, my dear husband Albert passed away recently.
Aw, I
My
apologize.
thoughts are all over the shop.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Aye, he's in God's hands now.
Were you married to Albert a long time?
Aye, too many years to count. He were the cobbler here in Bewley.
Oh,
The
that's
most
why they're in
dashing
shambles.
cobbler in all of England, I used to tell him. Love is precious, pet. There's nought that can replace the hole it leaves in your heart.
I can relate to that in my own way. I wish you strength in this difficult time.
Thank you. With God's blessing, I'll get by.
Okay, but what about who is going to have these puddings? Maybe I can talk to
May
them
I
about
ask
it.
who you have set aside the puddings for?
Oh, Father Roach. He won't be back until tomorrow.
Won't they be off by then?
Not at all. Besides, pet, as I told you, I'm not in the mood for all this baking chatter.
Sorry, Mrs. de Plancy. Thanks for your time.
Lord be with you.
Ah, well, that does complicate a lot of things.
I'm not sure they would be interested.
We can't...
That's not mine to interfere with.
Yeah, we can't really steal, can we? I mean, we could, probably, but it's not what we want to do. So... somehow need to get those... Puddings. Maybe we could ask...
I'll let the worm enjoy his new home.
Maybe we could ask Shoulder. Maybe he knows.
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman.
Maybe not.
Tell me about yourself, Mr. Shoulder.
I'm sure the locals have filled you in already, lass.
You cut quite the mysterious figure. Most had little to say.
Yeah.
It's true, I do tend to keep my head down. When one gets to my age, one grows very comfortable in one's home. I like the isolation of the moors. I wouldn't change it for anything.
I take it you don't get many visitors.
Oh no, nobody bothers me. That's the perk of living so far out, huh? Just me and me hens. I used to come into Bewley more often, back before my health went to bugger, eh?
This is illness. Is it just old age, or...?
If you don't mind me asking, what is the nature of your ongoing illness?
Oh, just the ravages of age. Getting off this bench will be a small battle in itself. Something you won't need to worry about for many a year, Miss Bateman.
Growing old is a blessing and a curse. And what of your recent fever?
An ordeal it were. So much tossing and turning. But I'm right as rain now, especially after a mug of ale. Don't worry about me.
Mr. Bryden has given me permission to excavate Hobbs' Barrow.
Marvellous. I'm sorry you've had to sort all this out in my absence. When do we start?
Tomorrow, I hope. But first I need to recruit some locals to assist with the dig. It's too much work for me to do on my own.
I see. Bewley has its fair share of strapping young lads. You'll find assistance, Miss Bateman.
Yeah, about that, though.
What do you think of Bewley?
Whilst one could consider the villagers to be rather unenlightened, this place has its charm. The market's in town today. You can see that folk want fun out here.
I know where I can find a Scotch egg, that's for certain.
Do treat yourself to one. You'll not taste better.
What do you make of Lord Panswyk?
His lordship is an important man in Bewley, as I'm sure you have gathered. His family has commanded much respect here for many generations.
Do you respect him as a leader?
I do. He wants the best for the village. Without his influence, the railway line would have never come through here.
Does he want more visitors?
Aye, I believe so. He has great ambitions for Bewley and wants to share them with the world.
What are Lord Panswyk's plans for Bewley?
He's rebuilding an old chapel on his estate. He seeks to bring God back to these lands.
But what of St. Edmunds? I think Father Roach might argue God has never left.
Indeed. Let's leave such arguments to them, shall we?
That might be for the better. Let's see.
What do you make of Mildred Walker?
Who?
I believe she's also known as Mother Mildred.
Oh, we used to get about when we were children. Our paths have not crossed in a long while.
What do you think of Charles Bryden?
He is a decent man. It must have been hard for him after that terrible business with his brother.
Without a doubt. I must say I had assumed you had at least spoken to him about my visit.
Sorry, lass, I had no intention of giving you the runaround. Again, I can only apologise.
What else can you tell me about the previous excavation?
I think I covered it earlier, Miss Bateman. As you yourself said, it were a time of superstitious hysteria.
What was it like, living in that period of hysteria?
I kept to myself. It didn't really affect me. My hens stayed healthy and their eggs kept me well fed. If one can keep a level head in such situations, one can get by.
Indeed.
Good. That's good.
Is there anything else I should be aware of before my own excavation? No other ghouls I should be worried about?
You know the answer to that. The corruption in that soil were all in the minds of men.
So, I'm not so sure about that.
What else can you tell me about this Sax knot?
Try not to worry yourself too much with these old stories. Leave those to the locals, Miss Bateman.
Have others spoken of goblins appearing in their dreams?
A dream is a dream, that is all. They merely make for good stories.
I know.
But to answer your question, no, not to my knowledge.
Is there anything else I should know about Hobbs Barrow, Mr. Shoulder?
No, lass. I'm certain we will know a lot more about it by this time tomorrow.
I hope so. Thank you for your time.
Maybe,
Aye, Miss Bateman.
maybe
I'm
we
looking
won't.
forward to tomorrow.
Maybe something bad will happen. Mr. Cross. Did I need to do something with him?
I'm not sure they would... I can't think of anything else to talk... I can't think of anything else to talk...
Right. There's a man
Good
here.
day.
Hello there.
My name is Thomasina. What's yours?
Ralph. Not seen you around before.
I'm just visiting. What brings you to the market today?
I purchased a Scotch egg for me tea. You want a bite?
No, thank you. I'm looking for some help with an excavation tomorrow. Might you be interested?
Sorry, miss. I've already got my own job.
Enjoy your Scotch egg.
I will.
At least I tried, right? Father Roach. Probably won't be home for a while. I wonder if there's anything we can do for
Good day.
the place.
Hey up.
What do you make of these stones?
Don't look like out to me.
Thanks for your time.
Aye. Speak to you later.
We don't even have any money
Perhaps
either.
you'd be more interested in a Scotch egg. Freshly made, just 1 penny each.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I don't have any money. Because my assistant didn't send any with us. Oh,
There's nothing else I wish to discuss at the moment.
it's a grave digger though. Okay. I wonder if this is her husband's grave.
The
Albert.
simple wooden cross bears a small plaque,
Yep.
on which is inscribed the name Albert de Plancy.
Relative, are you?
No, just looking.
He were the cobbler. Who's going to mend me boots now? Ha!
Maybe I could?
Hello? Does this fresh grave belong to Mrs. de Plancy's late husband?
Aye.
Rather bare, isn't it?
My job is to dig the graves, not decorate them.
Goodbye.
Ta-ra.
I don't think we could put anything on there, could we? It is rather bad, but...
The simple wooden cross bears...
Well, let's go into the woods again then, I suppose. Gonna be a lot of searching around for this one. Because I don't really know what we're gonna do. We don't have a pudding or anything. We probably won't find anyone out here either, but... we got that. Don't think there's anything else in here.
I can't think of anything else to talk about right now.
Where would we want to go then?
I shan't be visiting the badgers again. I was lucky to escape intact.
I can't believe it was a badger. That could have ended really badly. They are vicious creatures. Do we perhaps take some more flowers?
I've no
with
use
us?
for the cowbane.
Perhaps not. He doesn't really want to talk now either, I feel. This hole.
This is where I dug up Jane's ragdoll.
It is, yeah.
I've had enough of worms for now.
Maybe there's more we can ask him.
Hello? Is anyone home? He's not answering.
I hope he's okay. Where could we go? Okay, let's go and talk to her again, I feel.
John, dearly beloved.
I wonder...
I've no time for such things.
You say that, but...
Good day to you, pet.
Hello, Mrs. de Plancy. I saw your late husband's grave, Mrs. de Plancy. I am very sorry for your loss.
Thank you, pet. I'm ashamed to say I couldn't afford naught more than a simple wooden cross. He were a colourful man, our Albert. He deserves better. He loved his flower beds. He's only been gone a fortnight, and already his plants have gone to rot. May the Lord forgive me.
Plants are difficult to maintain. I'm sure Albert would understand.
His precious hippeastrum were the first to go. I would have loved to lay one on his grave.
Might that be the big flower, or large flower we saw at Lord...
What does a hippeastrum flower look like?
Oh, beautiful things they are. Tall stems topped with large red flowers. Hard to grow in this climate. They were his pride and joy. The remarkable thing is there's no scent to 'em. That's why he loved 'em so much. You see, he hated anything that smelled sickly sweet. Hippeastrum were just perfect. Let me know if you come across one, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. de Plancy. Thanks for
Okay.
your time.
Lord be with you.
That we can go get. That we can go get. Unless that lady is still Panswyk. Panswyk. I keep forgetting his name. I think it might be these large flowers. But I don't know if we're allowed
These
to pick
match
them.
the description of the flowers Mrs. de Plancy mentioned.
She's looking at us.
There's no scent.
You get away from my hippeastrum.
Ah, apologies.
Move!
Well, that confirms it.
Yeah. Okay. So how do we distract her enough to get a hold of them?
Good day.
Hello.
I really need one of those hippeastrum flowers.
Why?
It's a long story. Might you please be able to get one for me? Or distract Miss Fenchurch so I can take one?
Those flowers are Miss Fenchurch's favourites. She spends hours looking after them.
Oh, she's
Sorry,
crying.
Mum. It's just that I'm so worried about Mr. Ambrose.
Aw.
The milkman.
Aye. We were to run away together today.
I see.
I'm worried sick that he stood me up. Without Mr. Ambrose, this job is all I have. I can't risk losing it over a flower.
That's okay. Well, which are his usual routes
I'm
then?
sorry, Miss Tompkins. I still haven't seen him.
Do you think he's abandoned me?
I'm sure that's not the case. He must have been delayed somewhere.
Could you try to find him for me, Mum? Oh, please, Mum. I'd do anything for you if you found my love.
I can try.
Oh, thank you. You're ever so kind, Mum.
What does Mr. Ambrose look like?
Yeah.
He's got brown hair.
I'm afraid I'll need a bit more to go on.
Yeah, a little
Sorry,
bit more,
Mum.
please.
I'm too upset.
Oh no.
Please find him, won't you?
Okay.
Hey, stop your nattering and get back to your sweeping.
Yes,
Sorry,
yes.
Miss Fenchurch.
Oh my god. Okay, well, okay. Brown hair. Brown hair. I would assume he's not around here, so... Right. I feel like we've been everywhere, but... Let's go back to the train station, maybe? See if... I don't know why he would be around there, delivering milk. I would say no. This does not look like the place. Well, let's go back over here. This Ralph dude has
Good day.
Hello there.
brown hair.
Do you know Mr. Ambrose, the milkman?
Oh, he's more
I do,
red.
yes.
Have
Oh,
you
yeah,
any
great.
idea where he might be?
He is usually here by now.
Okay.
So I heard.
He normally arrives via the road to the east of Bewley.
Thank you. Enjoy your Scotch egg.
I will.
To the east. Oh, don't go in the alley. This is the east, no? Whoa! We're getting a flashback again.
There we are. Your shells are looking much more interesting now. I pestered Mother for years to let me bring some of your treasures here.
Oh, I see.
I think she's worried that I want to follow in your path. She has hidden most of your discoveries away. I had to beg her to bring me to visit you, you know. I shouldn't worry you with all that. Do you know that I have a story for each of these pots? Well, I don't know if they're all true, but they are my memories. Even though I was so young, I still remember our adventures together. Would you like me to share my memories of them? Well, I'm going to, whether you like it or not.
Oh. Okay, pottery shard.
You were incredibly excited about this one. I hadn't gone on an expedition with you yet. You were so happy about it, showing it to Mother and I. You didn't stop talking about it for hours. I thought, how can Daddy be so excited over some old broken pottery? But it wasn't long until I understood. I think you brought this one back from a trip abroad. I would have loved to go with you, but Mother didn't want me to. I remember you being so proud of it. It looks ancient. This is from the first dig I remember you taking me on. The excavation of West Kennet Long Barrow. I found it wedged behind a stone as you ate your sandwich.
Oh.
You said, "Now there's a tiny urn for a tiny girl." Mother was so angry when you brought this one home, wasn't she? "William, that simply will not do. It's taking up all the space on the mantelpiece." Once you moved it to your study, I remember creeping in to take a peek at it. We found this one together in that mucky old barrow near Avebury. I think it was the second time you'd taken me on a dig with you. I remember you bringing it up to your face to look inside and shrieking in horror. "There's a bloody rat in there," you screamed.
Oh.
I almost forgot. While I was searching for your pots in the shed, I found one of your manuscripts. I thought
Oh.
Mother had burnt all your notebooks, but she missed one. It was an account of barrows across the east of England. I managed to read it all before Mother took it away. Daddy, it was fascinating. I've decided that is what I want to do with my life. I'm going to travel the country, excavating and documenting my own finds. Well, as soon as I'm old enough to escape Mother, that is. When you're feeling better, we can go out on expeditions together again, just like we used to. I promise you'll get better, Daddy. I'll do whatever it takes to make it so.
Oh. That's what she's doing now, I suppose. Gonna do everything in her power.
There's something ahead on the road.
Finally, we can go this way. It must be the milkman. Hope he's not injured.
My God!
What in the name is happening?
Mr. Ambrose! I'm going to help you.
Oh, and
It's Herbert.
it's
He's lapping up
Herbert.
the spilt milk.
As long as he doesn't cut himself. Yeah, use
Please
the
hold
knife.
still. I'm going to cut you free.
What happened here?
He had been so tightly bound that I could barely cut through without hurting him further.
Oh my god.
His mouth was stuffed full of flowers of a most peculiar scent. I was dismayed at such savagery and wondered if the feral folk Father Roach had mentioned were responsible for this abhorrent act.
No. No, I don't think so.
After some considerable effort, I managed to cut him free. Are you all right?
Who were lost in visions of hell itself. The devil. I saw the devil.
Who did this to you?
I don't remember. Oh, the terrible sights I saw. I won't forget them till my last breath.
Are you Mr. Ambrose?
Yes, Edward Ambrose.
You were to meet Miss Tompkins today.
My love. Oh, my darling love.
Let me take you to her. Here, take my hand. As we made the arduous trek to Panswyk Manor, I probed Mr. Ambrose on who had done this to him. He insisted that he didn't remember anything, except for his nightmarish visions.
Well, we experienced those, haven't we?
My love.
Eddie! Jesus, what happened to you? Were you in a fight?
Now, fret not, my love.
I thought you'd abandoned me.
Oh.
Never. Thank your friend here for helping me out of a bind.
Oh, Eddie!
Let's get out of here, my darling.
Hang on.
You thieving bint! I'll have your guts for garters!
Oh, stick it where the sun don't shine, you bitter old sow!
I must feel good for her.
The cheek!
Here you are, ma'am.
Thank you, Miss Tompkins.
No, thank you for finding my poor Eddie.
Aye, thank you, lass.
Let's go, Eddie. I'm never setting foot on this godforsaken estate again.
Good luck,
Well
you
then.
two.
Can I pick up this broom? No, I cannot. Okay, well, let's go get that little pudding. Should be able to just head over to the church and give the plants some flowers. Let's see.
I have something for you.
You found them? Oh, you dear child. Let's take them straight to Albert. You'll come with me, won't you?
Of course, Mrs. de Plancy.
Started raining again. This place, I swear.
You know, the things I miss most about him are the things that used to annoy me. The click of his jaw as he chewed his sandwiches, leaving his tools all around the house. The way he'd never back down from an argument. He's just quiet at home now. Silence. The funny thing is, that's what he always craved. Peace and quiet. He were a good man, our Albert.
Sounds like he was. I'm so sorry.
Do you fear death, pet?
Yeah, it's the part in between that concerns me.
It's the part in between that concerns me most.
Whatever do you mean?
My father had an accident many years ago. Ever since, he's been in a state where he can neither speak nor move.
Oh, that does sound dreadful. I'm sorry, pet.
I believe his mind to still be active, but perhaps this is the worst of all fates. To be trapped in one's own body and unable to express oneself while the world continues around you. That is what I fear.
Maybe he'll get better one day.
I'd do anything to make it so. Those flowers look beautiful.
They do. Albert will be smiling down on us. Pet, I left me basket inside the church. You'll find some Bakewell puddings in there. You can have them.
Oh, you...
I insist. You've brought an ounce of happiness into my day, dear. It's only just that I return some.
Thank you, Mrs. de Plancy.
To be truthful with you, I was saving them for myself. I shouldn't be so selfish. Lord forgive me.
You're nothing of the sort.
Yeah, no, you know.
I'll stay here with Albert a bit longer. You go back to your day, Pet. Lord be with you.
And you, Mrs. de Plancy.
Aw. Poor old lady. It is not selfish at all. She makes these pudding... I don't know if it's every day or every other day, but she's making it for the community to buy, so...
Here they are.
Perfect. Now, where do we get a hold of Panswyk? Oh, he's right there.
The vision returns.
Vision?
I come bearing gifts.
Freshly baked gifts?
Yes. 3 of Mrs. de Plancy's famous Bakewell puddings.
You are an amusing creature, Thomasina.
What do you mean?
You must think me a scoundrel of the highest order for asking you to undertake such folly. Of course I would have lent you my men either way. I merely desired an excuse to share a cake with you.
Lord Panswyk.
I take no pleasure in watching you scurry about Bewley to fulfill my every whim.
Oh, don't you
Or
lie.
do I?
Yes, you do.
I do not find this amusing in the slightest. You have no idea what I had to go through to get these for you.
Oh, I do. And that's what I admire about you. Tenacity. Even in the face of something you know to be absurd. You don't give up, do you?
Never. Though in this case, I ought to have.
Now then, will you share one of these tempting confections with me?
Why not? I wanted to try them from the first day. We just didn't have money for it.
Why not?
Splendid. I'm glad the rain doesn't put you off. You like to live a little dangerously, don't you, Thomasina? Let us stroll to the back.
That sounds nice.
Romance on the moors. I don't know about romance.
We walked
but...
side by side down to the beck, his hand occasionally brushing my own.
Ooh. Maybe there is romance. I don't know. I don't trust him, though. What do you guys think?
Despite Lord Panswyk's entertaining company, I had an overwhelming feeling that time was being wasted.
Well, we wouldn't be able to go to the excavation today either way, so what time were we wasting?
We ate those cakes down by the beck, and as he attempted the most charming lines he could muster upon me, I only had one thing on my mind. Father.
That's very unsexy, I feel.
Could he be saved from his suffering? Was the answer to be found within Hobbs' Barrow?
Could be, but it could also be your own doom.
I ached to find out. I didn't even notice the taste of those famous puddings.
Well, that's a shame.
Seemingly disheartened by my lack of enthusiasm, Lord Panswyk soon marched me back toward the ruined chapel.
Chaps, listen up. You're to assist Miss Bateman's excavation tomorrow. What time, Miss Bateman?
Early morning, if you don't mind.
We'll be there whenever you need us, miss.
Hobbs Barrow. On the Bryden estate, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll be there.
Take your tools with you. Miss Bateman will need every assistance we can provide her with.
It's no bother.
Splendid.
Thank you, lads.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll see you later, my dear.
Thank you, Lord Panswyk.
We're finishing up here, miss. See you tomorrow morning, all right?
Certainly. I appreciate your help.
Yeah, let's go back. It's starting to get late, so...
Well, that's a relief to have my crew assembled for tomorrow. It's getting dark and cold. Time to head back to the plough and furrow.
I'm just scared that we're gonna put other people in danger, you know? Are they at risk for helping us? And I think that is... Ooh, now!
I find owls to be rather sweet creatures.
I get distracted so easily. Oh. I hope she's not still here. It's very dark and cold. No, she's not. Good. Well then. I think we can say for certain that something bad will happen.
Evening, Miss Bateman.
Good evening, Stanley.
Oh?
Your lordship.
Stanley, my good man.
Oh my.
To what do we owe the pleasure of your visit, your lordship?
I've come to wish Miss Bateman good fortune for her grand excavation tomorrow. I'm really rather curious as to what she might turn up.
As am I, your lordship.
An exciting time for Bewley. Wouldn't you agree, Stanley?
I don't think
yes,
so.
your lordship. Very, very exciting.
My dear, please, allow me the pleasure of buying you a drink. A welcome antidote to the wind's bite. Wouldn't you say, Stanley?
Yes, indeed, your lordship.
Well, hopefully it's just... No. We should keep our head clear for
No
tomorrow.
thanks.
Miss Bateman, you're no fun.
I should keep a clear head for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Good thinking. In that case, I shall bid thee the fondest of farewells. May you conquer Hobbs Barrow and find all that you desire.
Thank you, your lordship.
I've reminded my chaps they're to meet you at Hobbs Barrow in the morning.
Thank you again, Lord Panswyk.
Till we meet again, faites des beaux rêves. Mr. Shoulder?
Your lordship?
Hello again, Mr. Shoulder.
Miss Bateman?
I've recruited the help of some local labourers to help with the excavation.
You knew that.
Marvellous. When do we start?
Tomorrow morning, first thing.
Wonderful.
Can I count on your assistance?
Of course. I'll meet you here at the Plough and Furrow.
Thank you for your time.
Aye, Miss Bateman. I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
I'm not sure I do.
You've changed your tunes, Stanley.
And of course
An
he did,
exciting
only for a
time for Bewley. I thought
IV.
you didn't want me to excavate Hobbs Barrow.
Well, what can I get you?
I'm fine for now, thank you.
Well, he did say that only because of the Lord. We know it.
I can't think of anything else to talk about right. I'll leave those two to their
Cyril.
Hello again, Cyril.
You're still here? Leave me be, lass.
I will. Arthur.
Tom, seen her.
Arthur?
I've remembered something.
What is it, Arthur?
Not here. Meet me outside, in the alley.
What the?
He's stinking drunk, but let's hear what he has to say. I don't need to use the...
Why don't we go that way, though? That would be very less suspicious, wouldn't it be? I'm scared he's gonna get in trouble.
What is it?
First of all, I must apologise to you. That night we met, when I vanished.
Yes?
Well, there were a man in the loo. A hooded man. He threatened me with a beating if I told you anything about what I saw.
Oh, Arthur, that's terrible. What did you see?
That's the thing. I hadn't the foggiest idea what he were on about. It was a drink, you see. I'm an embarrassment, Thomasina.
No, you're not, Arthur.
Here's what I need to tell you. I've remembered what you were on about.
Oh?
Aye. Standing in the woods today, I knew there was something. I waited. I concentrated. And it finally came back to me.
Please, you're keeping me in some serious suspense here.
All right, all right. It were a couple of days before I met you.
Oh. Playing us off, are we?
Hurry now, Leonard.
I'm not as quick as I used to be. This leg is getting worse by the day.
Yes, yes. I'm constantly made aware of your failing health. Do not fear. You said he has promised you the reward of your returned strength.
Oh my god.
Aye, and it can't come soon enough.
Are you sure that it must be her blood?
Oh my god.
Aye, she's family.
And she gets here in 2 days?
Aye.
We must bring her to the site as soon as she arrives.
No, no, no. Your lordship, with all due respect, we've been through this. We need to ease her into the idea. She will laugh in our faces if we just asked for it.
Who said we would ask?
He told me that she needs to give it willingly.
This little scheme of yours better work, Leonard.
It will, your lordship. We've got the perfect bit.
Wait. Who goes there? Did you hear something?
Oh no.
Ah, a moonlight tryst. After something, are you, Mr. Tillett?
Your lordship, let me...
Save your words, you drunken wretch. Off you go, skedaddle. Don't make me ask twice. I do wish you wouldn't spend so much time with that fool. It's beneath a woman of your standard.
I actually like
It's
Arthur.
sad, really. That dog urine they serve here has rather pickled the man's brain.
You're being most unfair to him. Mr. Tillett is a nice man.
Yes.
Come now, come now. I shall bid thee adieu once more, for I do not wish for this to come between us. All the very best wishes for your excavation tomorrow, my dear.
Thanks.
I wish I knew,
It's late.
I know it's late, but I'm worried about Arthur. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know where he lives. Which makes it even worse. I knew it. Oh, the concert started, huh? Look at Cyril in the corner. He's holding... He's trying to block out the sound. I'm worried. Uh-oh.
I see that the prophecy has come into light. The shift in the
Where did he go?
atmosphere as the day fades into night.
I don't want to skip it, but I want to walk around a bit more. Maybe I should just leave. Maybe I should just try to leave. Oh. Of course she would never do that though, would she? She's just standing there unfazed.
turn me into you.
Ooh, what kind of dreams are we about to have today? Oh no, we're back here again.
So, Thomasina, the journal proves I'm telling you the truth, does it not?
It does.
Good. Now listen. I can help him again. We can help him. Together.
All you need is my blood.
All those years ago, your father entered this barrow with the goal of binding me within it. All because the people of Bewley had gotten it into their heads that Sax's not were cause of their plight. I tell you, Thomasina, we're not. Your father botched his incantation, leaving me in this weakened state, stuck in this limbo. As for him, well, you know how he ended up.
This doesn't sound right. Incantations. My father is a man of...
You don't know your father, Thomasina. How old were you? A child of not even 5, 6 years? You need to enter this barrow and undo what your father did. The spell must be undone. Then not only will I regain my strength, but your father will too.
But how do I...
Blood. The truest symbol of life and death. It's the life which flows within you, but it's also death once it escapes.
I don't understand.
Worry not how you'll undo what's been done. When the time comes, you'll know exactly what to do. Time is short. Your father and I grow weaker by the hour. Go. Save your father.
I don't know about that. How is the cat inside of this?
I must undo what has been done. Father, I'm coming.
No, Thomasina, please. Please don't. I'm sure that they want to use your blood to keep their position in this world. And I'm not talking about that little figure, I'm talking about the other people. It's slowly coming to an end, what they created to make the till or the soil rich and whatnot. The riches of this place is slowly probably crumbling down, and now they want you to open up the barrow, do the ritual or whatever with your blood and keep going. That's all the thing I can feel or think at the moment.
Herbert, how did you get in here?
It doesn't matter anymore. I've got much more important things to get on with. I've got much more important...
You say that, but I don't know. Stanley.
Good morning. Stanley?
Ah, Miss Bateman. Mr. Shoulder left a note for you.
Thank you, Stanley.
Why isn't he here? Miss Bateman, meet me at my home as soon as you read this. There is no time to waste.
Oh, there were a key with it too.
I must make haste to Mr. Shoulder's residence.
Do I? Oh, I've got a bad feeling.
Miss Bateman,
I beg you, in the name of God, leave this town.
Father Roach, what is the meaning of this?
There's nowt for you here, lass. Clear off.
I beg you, Miss Bateman.
Father Roche, Mr. Farnaby, here to wish Miss Bateman good luck for her excavation, gentlemen.
Am I heck?
Mr. Kemp, you know...
An excavation strongly supported by Lord Panswyk, no less.
I wish you well with your findings, Miss Bateman. May the Lord strengthen you and guard you from the evil one.
Yeah, little children, guard yourselves from idols.
Good luck, Miss Bateman.
Thank you.
What's going on?
I must make haste to Mr. Shaw. I must make haste.
I don't like this. Can I go to the... I can't.
I must make haste to Mr. Shoulder's.
It's this way, I believe. Oh.
Douglas? It's just a toy. It's no use to me. Douglas dropped his toy sword.
I can still go back.
I must make haste. I must make...
Okay then. I fear the worst right now. They have warned me for days. Oh.
What a peculiar... I can't...
Yeah, the peculiar name. Let's go then, I suppose. Small
What's
box.
this? What's this?
I don't know. Pick it up and look at it.
A box. It's locked. Mr. Shoulder, I got your note. Explain yourself. Curses.
I want to find Arthur.
The key fits. Another one of these peculiar stones.
ABPA.
Wait, does this mean Mr. Shoulder was the third man on my father's excavation? There's a...
Oops. There's a note attached to it. My heart is his heart. My light is his light. The head? What was this? Snakes. And the body. Interesting.
Mr. Shoulder, what is the meaning of these stones?
Where are the chickens? What was that? Oh, wood. Well. Maybe he's already at the place. Did I use the thing? Did I use the fiddle on myself?
No, that won't achieve.
Do we have the time
Margaret's dedicated to Arthur's mother.
Let's honor her once more. Okay. I don't know what to think.
It's time to excavate Hobbs Barrow. Lord Panswyk's men will be waiting for me.
No, but I don't know, I would like to check in on people, have one last day. The crow is dead?
The poor thing is beyond help. It's dead.
What happened to it? Oh my.
Hello? Is anyone home? He's not answering.
Why would he leave his house though? The goat is not here either. Oh my god. What is happening? Are we being sacrificed? What's happening? What have we done? We should never have come here. I'm still thinking about that one. Don't think we can't do anything with the stone, but...
Good morning, men. Thank you for braving the weather.
Aye, miss. Little rain is no bother. So, may we start?
Yes, we've not a moment to waste.
I don't like this.
And so, the excavation of Hobbs Barrow began. Horace and his men learnt quickly and went about their work with care. We toiled for hours, rolling away great stones, removing mortar and masonry put in place by Father, Mr. Bryden and Mr. Shoulder. They had gone to great lengths to seal the barrow. I should have realised their efforts were not only to keep us out, but also to keep something contained within. Eventually, our careful application of pick, trowel and shovel gave way to open space. A stagnant, cadaverous odour was let forth. The seal was broken. I couldn't believe my eyes. Splendid work, all of you.
Step inside, miss. We'll be right behind you.
Thank you, Horace. I can't wait a moment longer.
Please don't go.
Flowers? I can't get my head around this. How could they possibly grow here? Horace, come see this. Horace?
And that is where we're going to cut this video short. Oh my god. We will tell Horace about these flowers in the next episode. What are your thoughts right now? All I can think of is that I'm scared. I'm scared that they're going to use me for a sacrifice. Are they going to trap me in here? What's gonna happen to Thomasina, sorry. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I actually am frightened right now. I don't know what to feel, what to think. But thank you so much for watching. leave your comments down below. How are you feeling about this? Like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Much love to you guys, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Hopefully, we won't die.